Hi besties, let's get Unready together. A tutorial for this look is posted definitely before this video, so it'll be up. I love how this makeup look turned out. While you're here besties, please check out the links in my link tree. I have several links to support the humanitarian crises happening in Tigray, Ethiopia, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, as well as Haiti. I also have some immigration resources linked to my bio as well as a couple of Palestinian families that I'm trying to raise money for. So if you can't donate, please share this video. If you are new here, hi, I'm Jan. I use she, her pronouns, and I only do it for the girls, the gays, and the theys. If you are new here and you're not subscribed, please like, comment, share, possibly become a subscriber if you feel so inclined. That would really help me out, especially as a smaller content creator. I would love to have you here. Now, let's get Unready. First things first, we're gonna remove the piercings. Not all of them, because these in my ears don't need to come out. But these in my lobes definitely need to come out. Go ahead and take my lip ring off, and then I'm gonna take my nose ring out. This is one of those that makes it look like you have two nose piercings. Found it on Amazon, love it to death. And I'm just gonna pop that in my little jewelry tin. My mom made me this at her friend's pottery studio. Well, she painted it. Her friend like did the molding, but it's like a rainbow because she's an ally. I put my hair up and get on one of my makeup headbands and be right back. We could chat and yap. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. I'm one of those people that a lot of stuff's kind of always on my mind. So first things first, I'm gonna remove my lip combo. I'm gonna use a baby wipe and just take that off just like that. I'm actually gonna take my makeup remover cloth. This is from Makeup Eraser. This is my makeup eraser. This is from a Nightmare Before Christmas collection a couple of years ago. For whatever reason, I can't find my Jack and Sally one, so my Lock, Shock, and Barrel ones, and I'm gonna use that to take off the glitter gel on my eyes. You probably like should use a piece of tape, but I don't have any on hand right now. Like literally trying to like pick it up. I feel like a lot of times, like what I've noticed is that with like the online makeup community, it can feel like very tempting to like buy, which is like totally fine. There's a lot of exciting makeup releases, especially with indie brands. And indie brands to me are the most exciting as far as new makeup releases. Like those are the ones that I'm paying attention to. I'm thinking specifically off the top of my head, Mob Beauty, Necromancy Cosmetica, Glisten Cosmetics, like a lot of brands. Unearthly has some really cool metallic formulas. Of course, like C Beauty brands. I follow Glam Smitty, and she is constantly posting about like the most iridescent, beautiful things. I'm thinking of Diveroon Cosmetics, that has these like amazing highlighters that I've never seen before, and I want to buy them all. But I'm also trying to find the balance of like using up the stuff that I have, because I have a lot of palettes because I did buy. Not to literally sound like insane. I have a ton of lipsticks, so many lipsticks that I need to go through, and I'm trying to like not like over consume. But these indie brands, I'm like, yes, I do need this metallic lipstick. Just trying to get that off with my hand. So I think that there's definitely like a balance, but I definitely like have bought more than my fair share of lip products. And that's probably, lipsticks and eyeshadows are probably my favorite category of product to purchase because they're just so exciting, and it's so fun to like get a new palette and play around with it. But I'm trying to use up the things that I have like slowly but surely. So, I mean, there's definitely like a balance between like getting the new releases, especially if it's something like unique that you don't own. That's kind of where I will spend the money, is if it's something unique that I've never seen before, that I don't own, like. But I've got 75 highlighters. I am making a conscious effort to go through the stuff that I have and only add things to my collection that I either don't have, like a certain color or whatever. And I'm trying to be mindful and realistic about how much I would wear it. Because I don't do my makeup every single day. I do my makeup like once a weekend when I'm filming. That's especially been true this summer, because it's just been so hot. So I'm like, why am I gonna do my makeup to go to, like, I used to do my makeup every single day to go to work, and it made sense to me. But especially with how hot it's been this summer, I'm like, I get to work and I just sweat it off. I'm gonna take my Anua cleansing oil. This is the Heartleaf Anua Pore Control Cleansing Oil. I'm just gonna take that in my hand and just kind of spread it all over. I used to be like so bad about makeup brushes were like a big category for me. Because I love a makeup brush. See, if I had my nose ring and that would have like a whole thing. So I'm just gonna rub that in all over because I do have foundation on my neck. Foundation powder on my neck, and this is just gonna melt everything. Make sure to really get it in there on my eyes with the like bottom of my hand. I have one of these like continuous sprayers I bought. It's the Tangle Teaser one that I bought from Ulta like a few years ago, and this is how like I wet down my cleansing oil, because you do need to like emulsify your cleansing oil. And then I'm just gonna take 2 baby wipes and wipe that off. So it's gonna be super weird, but it's kind of my favorite part of taking on my makeup because it looks like my face is melting. I don't know, I think that looks so cool. So I usually go to my neck first just to kind of remove everything, like trying to be pretty gentle. My face is definitely going to get red. I am very pale complected. I think that I'm probably rougher on my skin than I probably should be sometimes. After I'm done, that pore cleansing oil is almost done, so I am going to invest in like micellar water. And I know that like baby wipes and makeup wipes are not the best for your skin. As far as like irritation and stuff, and the way that I like rub is obviously not the best. But this is what I'm doing right now. I am gonna buy more makeup erasers and things like that. I am trying to find the balance of like acknowledging the new releases, and I definitely like, there's certain things like Necromancy just came out with a whole collection that I definitely want to get. One of the shades I already have because it's Osamenta and they released it last year. And they're all super unique shades that I don't have in my collection, and I definitely want to use them. But I am still trying to use up the stuff that I have, even if it's like no longer available. And y'all can let me know like your thoughts on that. Like, are you ever like offended if someone uses something in a tutorial that like you can't buy? Or are you like, okay, like, because to me, I'm like, okay, I'll just use something similar, like a similar shade that I have, as long as you can like describe it to me or like show me what it is, then I can probably, if I'm interested in recreating the look, then I can just get something similar that I already have, so as to not go out and buy like another palette or another shade. If it's something that I don't have in my collection, like I'll definitely buy it. If it's something that I could see myself like using. So that's just what we're looking like. I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna use my Cosrx Good Morning Gel Cleanser, I think. Just because it has a little bit of exfoliant in it, and I want to really clean up my pores. So I'm gonna go to my sink, wash my face for a minute, and then we'll come back and do skincare. Alrighty, we are barefaced. I am recovering from this pimple that I had to put one of those Starface like pimple patches on. This past week, I actually needed 2. It was 1 for the books. So when my skin is kind of red like this, I like to use my Skin 1004. This is just the regular Centella ampule. This isn't one of the ones that has like any extra ingredients. It's just Centella. So I'm just literally gonna like slap that on. And I put all my skincare on my lips as long as it doesn't have like a retinol or like an exfoliant. And I learned that from James Welsh. He puts all of his skincare on his lips, and he showed like a lip routine, and it got my lips through the winter. So I put all of my like moisturizing ingredients on my lips. So I really like this ampule. I'm almost at the end of it, and I own 4 of them with different ingredients in them, and I really like these. I'm gonna go ahead and apply, this is from Dollar Tree. This is the Be Pure Glow Up Toner with watermelon extract and hyaluronic acid. I'm really liking this. I do love a toner with hyaluronic acid in it, or any kind of essence with it. I feel like it really moisturizes my skin. So my skin absorbs the ampule, so normally I would put the toner on with damp skin. So I'm just gonna take my Tangle Teaser little continuous sprayer that y'all saw me use earlier and dampen my skin. Because I've heard that hyaluronic acid a lot of times will work better if you put it on damp skin. I've also heard that that is not true, but I do notice that my skin feels and looks plumper when I do it. So anecdotal evidence suggests that there might be something there. And my skin needs all the extra moisture, so I'm just putting that everywhere. And I'm gonna let it absorb. This is not after I do makeup like this, I don't usually do like a skincare routine with an active in it. So I'll save my retinol and my exfoliants for like tomorrow probably. I alternate those because I've already used an exfoliant this morning. I used my Anua toner pads because I like to use some kind of exfoliant before I do my makeup, just to make sure that my nose is like flake free, because she's prone to flakes on the nose. Recently, I took last weekend off of filming to celebrate my Nana's 85th birthday. She is who I am named after. She had a great time with all of her sisters. She had the best time ever. I'm going to take some of this toner and put it on my lips. And then also what I like to do is take a eye cream. So this is the CosRx Advanced Snail Peptide Eye Cream. And I'm just going to take that and put some of that on my lips. I saw as Cortez Beauty. I've been doing this, but he said that it's actually like a makeup artist trick to make your lips like look really good, and it makes my lips really soft. So I layer a lot of stuff on my lips. I hate my lips being crusty and dry, so we layer on my lips. We're just gonna let that absorb. What have y'all been up to lately? What have you been watching? What have you been doing? I feel like I sound like Leslie Jordan, which, like, RIP. I'm in like a yappy mood. I don't know. My dog just got an ice cream machine, which I am so thrilled about. We have a espresso machine too. So I made my version of an affogato. I did 3 shots of espresso and a little bit of vanilla ice cream. According to one of the men in my office, an actual affogato is like a shot of espresso and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So, and I'm actually going to take, this is I don't remember when I got this. Oh, this is my birthday gift from Ulta this past year, I think. Anyway, it's a Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Cloud Rich Barrier Moisturizer. This is a little bit thicker than I typically like for my skin, but I love this on my lips. It really does like lock in the moisture. And I'm about locking in the moisture on my lips. I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of want to sit around and yap. Chime in the comments. Tell me like anything. I don't know. We're just here to yap. That's what I love about YouTube, is that people are expecting like longer form content on YouTube. On TikTok, it kind of has to be like super quick, which, like, understandable. Like, I will scroll away sometimes because on TikTok, like, my attention span is a lot shorter. But I love getting on YouTube and just like sitting and yapping. Like, I watch YouTube while I'm getting ready all of the time. I've been watching old episodes of like Tabitha's Salon Takeover. She's an icon. I'm pretty sure I still follow her on Instagram. Icon. I used to just honestly watch those. I watched like all of like the makeover shows back in the day. I watched 10 Years Younger. I watched What Not to Wear. Like all of those shows. And I would like, what I look forward to most was seeing how they did the hair. And I'm watching these videos from, I don't even know when. Like, I think it was on in like 2009. Some of these hairstyles are so 2009. And it just like takes me back to 9th grade. But like when I would walk into like a hair salon and they would, you know, be looking like that. Like, I remember those days, and I don't know, there's like a level of nostalgia, I guess. Next, for extra soothing and healing, I'm going to take my CosRx Propolis Light Ampule. This is just like the serum, and this is really nice. It's really nice and moisturizing and healing and all that good stuff. I'm not a cosmetic chemist, so I don't know like why it does what it does, but it's really nice and soothing on the skin. It's like a little bit thicker. From what I read and from what I've researched, you're supposed to apply your skincare in thinnest to thickest in order for maximum absorption, maximum effectiveness. So this is a little bit thicker than that, as the ampule and the toner that I used. So pop that on. I've been especially using it on this pimple. This former pimple that's just like a red spot now. Everything that I apply on my face, I apply on my neck. So I'm trying to get it to come out. There we go. That's what it looks like. Does anyone else have like a designated like shirt or two for when you're doing your skincare? Because I sure as heck do. Today, this is just like the hoodie that I filmed in, and it's a zip up. Characteristics of something that I would do my makeup in or my skincare in is something that like has a pretty open neck, just because I do apply my foundation like all the way down my neck. I try not to get foundation or makeup on my clothes if it has a more open neck. That's ideal. I usually like to let this sit for a few minutes in between steps, so I'm gonna do that. I've also been watching a lot of the Xevi Had a Problem podcast. I got into Xevi, watching Xevi's TikTok videos like a little bit ago. I don't even know. I'm so bad with like time because I feel like I just started watching certain people and I'm like, oh, it's been 6 years. I don't even know. And him and his sister have like the funniest dynamic. It's so sibling coded, which like obviously they're siblings, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy like watching them and their dynamic as someone with a younger sibling. It's so familiar. And I've been really enjoying them. So if you somehow found your way to my corner of the internet, you've definitely heard of them. If not, I'll put the link in my bio or in the description box of this video. They're great. I recommend them. They're great. Xevi, I found him on TikTok because he explained things in a way that like people could understand. So like there's certain just pop culture things that even like I didn't understand, and he really put it into perspective. And then he started kind of diving into, at least when I started watching him, this is what happened, is that he started diving into like explaining for like the regular everyday person like what happened between like rap beefs and political stuff. He's even explaining, like, I think that he explained something with like what's going on in the current administration. He's explained a lot of stuff with the current administration, but I like the way that he talks about things in a way that like everybody can understand. Highly recommend if you somehow haven't heard of him. He's great, and his sister's great. Now I'm going to take my Cosrx Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. This is my favorite moisturizer ever. Not much on the back of my hand for my face and my neck. It's a very technical amount. No, not actually, but I just kind of eyeball it because I know how much I need. I've been really loving getting back into YouTube. I literally used to post on YouTube when I was like in high school, and I don't know, I feel like I feel my inner like 15-year-old just being like so happy. And honestly, I'm just all about making 15-year-old me happy. That's who I'm out to please. Doing this and filming on the weekends is really such a wonderful outlet for my creativity, because I've been into makeup since I was literally like a kid. And I saw the growth and basically the birth of the online makeup community and all the stages that it's been through since. It's been a pretty crazy evolution, because I remember 08, 09 discovering like Ellen Blair and X Sparkage and Panacea, and all of these people. X Sparkage is my muse in life. I wanted to be her, and I have a whole playlist of like all her old videos from when I was that age, of like, oh my god, every single day. Like, she made me buy the Coastal Scents palettes. I remember her, Emily Noel 83, just all of these people. And then once I was like in my adulthood, that transitioned into me still watching makeup people, discovering Taylor Wynn, who I absolutely love. She's great. She's one of the few beauty gurus that I still watch like to this day, because I trust her recommendations, because she can't be bought. And that's a really rare thing these days with like bigger creators, unfortunately. I just, with like TikTok and stuff, it's so oversaturated by like sponsored ads of people who just like, don't even use the stuff that they're promoting. And I will never be one of those people. Because I hate that. I hate when like everything feels like it's like a TikTok shop ad when you like scroll through your For You page. Like, if you're doing it and you're creating like content for brands, you need to get paid for it. So I think that there's like a level of like authenticity that you can still maintain even with having a large number of followers. Taylor's a perfect example. Courtney Quarantine, Jessica, all of these people are a perfect example of not selling out just because you have a lot of followers and you could make money from promoting something, because they're not going to promote something that they don't actually love. The steps are going to be my eye cream. I have this like whole little bag of samples that I got from an Ulta order. Sometimes I'll only place an online Ulta order if there's like a decent like sampler pack. I just try to not, again, with the over consumerism thing, like I try to only buy from Ulta when I need something and when there's a decent amount of samples that I can get, because I'm still going through all of my like perfume samples. So this eye balm I got, it's like a full size of this Rock Multi-Corrective Reviving Glow eye balm. It's got vitamin C in it. It's orange. This is so soothing because my under eyes get so sensitive. So I'm just gonna take that. I don't know if it's doing anything as far as brightening. I think I just have like hereditary dark circles. I've been using the Ordinary, like the caffeine eye serum. It makes my under eyes pretty tight, but as far as like dark circles, I don't think that mine can be like cured. They just kind of are what they are. But this feels really, really nice on my under eyes, and that's kind of all that I'm going for. It's really nice and soothing. I don't use this on my eyelids. I typically just use my Cosrx snail peptide eye cream on my lid. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that, literally about that much, and just go over my eyelid. I don't know if this is like doing anything for my eyelid, but it feels really nice and it feels really moisturizing. So that's kind of all I care about. Definitely ruined some way. There's certain like parts of my eyelid skin that you can definitely tell are like, because when I was a teenager, I like improperly removed makeup. Like if anybody remembers the old like MAC liquid lash liner, I literally had to peel it off. Like I didn't even have makeup wipes back then. I didn't have micellar water, nothing. It was literally like you would like wash your face, and at least for me in my household, that we would like wash our face, and that's how we would take off our makeup. That liquid lash stuff was not coming off. I literally had to like sit and scrape it off, which like definitely like you can see like my eyelid skin's a little rough. So yeah, I just, you know, improperly just not knowing, literally just like ignorance of like not knowing how to take off my makeup. I say like back in the day I had MAC wipes. So I did get MAC wipes at some point when I was a teenager, because that was my favorite place to go in the mall, was to the MAC counter. Those girls were the coolest people, in my opinion, at that time. Like the MAC girls were the coolest people around. They were like the cool goths. That's how the skin is looking. It's just more, for me, I try to focus on like soothing and hydrating after I've done my makeup. I just kind of felt like taking off my makeup and doing some skincare with y'all and like yapping. I will probably do some kind of face mask tomorrow. I just try not to do it on a day that I've already done a chemical exfoliant. I have a bunch of like mini face masks that I've like saved, but I'm like, no, I need to go ahead and use these up. Again, with the over consumerism thing. Some of them were gifts, some of them were like a freebie from, I want to say I got one for my Ulta birthday gift like 2 years ago. It was like a mini size, and I'm like, no, like I need to save it, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, girl, you need to use the stuff or it's gonna go bad. What are y'all doing for Halloween? Because I may have already bought my Halloween costume that I'm gonna wear to my office. Halloween's on a Friday this year, so what are we doing, besties? What pumpkin patches are we going to? Are we going apple picking? Are we getting cider? I'm definitely getting cider every single day of my life. Pumpkin spice everything. I don't care. I used to think pumpkin spice was overrated, but it's delicious, and I needed to stop being a hater. Because it's delicious, and I think we should let people enjoy their fall things, especially if it doesn't hurt anybody. I love both. I love pumpkin spice, and I love apple. Like I'm a Granny Smith apple person personally. I love like a little bit of sour. I also do love a sweet apple, but Granny Smiths are my favorite apple. So comment down below what your favorite apple is, or if you don't have a favorite apple, what your favorite kind of tomato is, or what your favorite kind of potato is, or pumpkin, or whatever. Just like yap. This is a safe space for yappers. I'm a yapper. I've just served you up a yappuccino. So yeah, thanks for watching, besties. You've made 13-year-old me, it makes 13-year-old me, who used to post on YouTube, very, very happy. And I just want to thank you for being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.